Research is hard, but your tools should not be. Subthesis.com is the free alternative to expensive software. Whether you need to calculate Cronbach's alpha or organize your field notes, Subthesis has a tool for it. No paywalls and no registration required. Check the link in the description and let's dive into today's lesson. Welcome back to the PM Playbook. Today we explore team dynamics. Every team goes through predictable stages of development. Understanding these stages helps you guide your team through them faster and with less conflict. Let's learn to form and storm without the drama. Projects are delivered by teams, not individuals. The best project plan in the world fails if the team implementing it is dysfunctional. Conflict, mistrust, and poor communication undermine even excellent strategies. Conversely, high-performing teams often outperform expectations. They find solutions no one anticipated. They support each other through challenges. As project manager, you shape team culture. You set the tone, establish norms, and model behavior. Understanding team dynamics is essential to this responsibility. Bruce Tuckman's model describes 4 stages of team development. Forming is when the team first comes together. People are polite but uncertain. Storming is when conflict emerges. Personalities clash, roles are contested, and frustrations surface. Norming is when the team establishes working patterns. Norms emerge about how things get done. Performing is when the team achieves high productivity and trust. They work together effectively. Teams don't skip stages, but they can move through them faster with good leadership. Let's examine each stage in detail, starting with forming. This is the beginning of the team's journey. In the forming stage, team members experience excitement and anticipation about the new project. They're polite and cautious with each other. No one wants to make a bad first impression. There's heavy dependence on the leader for direction. Team members look to you to define how things will work. Questions abound about roles, expectations, and processes. What's my responsibility? How do we communicate? What's expected? To lead through forming, provide clear structure and direction. The team needs certainty when everything else is uncertain. Clarify roles and responsibilities so everyone knows what's expected. Establish communication norms early. How often do we meet? How do we share updates? How do we make decisions? And create opportunities for personal connection. People who know each other as humans collaborate better than strangers. A team dinner or informal chat time accelerates relationship building. Storming is the most challenging stage. It's where many teams get stuck. Understanding what's happening helps you navigate it. In storming, conflict emerges. Team members disagree about roles, approaches, and priorities. The initial politeness fades as real personalities and preferences surface. Frustration grows with constraints. The project timeline feels too aggressive. Resources feel insufficient. People compete for influence. Who's really in charge here? Who gets to make decisions? There may be resistance to control, including resistance to you. This is uncomfortable but normal. Storming feels destructive, but it's necessary. It surfaces hidden disagreements that would otherwise undermine the team later. It tests ideas and approaches. Conflict often leads to better solutions than false harmony. It establishes real working relationships based on authentic understanding, not surface politeness. Trying to avoid storming doesn't prevent it. It just delays it or pushes it underground. Better to go through it openly and come out the other side. To lead through storming, don't try to suppress conflict. That doesn't work. Instead, channel it productively. Focus disagreements on the work, not on personalities. Address issues directly when they arise. Letting problems fester makes them worse. Reinforce shared goals. Remind the team what you're all trying to accomplish together, and model constructive disagreement yourself. Show that you can disagree respectfully and still work effectively. Your behavior sets the standard. When resolving conflicts, separate positions from interests. People's stated positions might conflict, but their underlying interests might be compatible. Focus on the problem, not the person. It's not you're wrong, but let's solve this together. Seek win-win solutions where possible. Often there's a third option that satisfies everyone's core interests, but also know when to decide and move on. Not every conflict can be resolved to everyone's satisfaction. Sometimes the leader needs to make a call and ask people to commit even if they disagree. After storming, teams enter norming. This is where the work patterns that will define the team get established. In norming, consensus emerges on how the team will work together. People agree on processes, even if implicitly. Roles become clearer. Who does what is understood. Trust begins to build as team members see each other deliver on commitments. A team identity forms. It's no longer just a group of individuals. It's us. This is fragile at first, but strengthens over time. To lead through norming, reinforce positive patterns that emerge. When something works, call it out and encourage more of it. Address lingering dysfunctions before they become entrenched. Now is the time to fix bad habits. Start stepping back from directive leadership. The team needs less direction now. Give them more autonomy and celebrate progress. Acknowledge how far the team has come from the initial forming stage. Recognition builds momentum. Performing is the goal. Not all teams reach it, but those that do accomplish remarkable things. Performing teams exhibit high productivity and quality. They deliver consistently. Strong mutual trust means team members rely on each other without hesitation. There's minimal need for supervision. The team manages itself. Problems are solved collaboratively without escalation. When issues arise, the team addresses them. This is the reward for successfully navigating the earlier stages. Leading a performing team is different from earlier stages. Delegate extensively. Trust the team to handle their work. Your job is to remove obstacles that the team can't remove themselves. Protect the team from outside interference. Buffer them from organizational politics and distractions. Focus on team development. Help individuals grow. Keep the team challenged with increasingly complex work. A bored performing team regresses. Performing isn't permanent. New team members can restart the cycle. They need to integrate, which means some forming and storming with existing members. Major changes like scope changes, reorganizations, or crises can trigger reforming. Continuous attention is required to maintain performance. Don't take it for granted, and success can breed complacency. High-performing teams sometimes coast. Keep them challenged and engaged. Accelerate team development by establishing norms explicitly rather than waiting for them to emerge. Define communication norms. How and when do we share information? What channels do we use? Define decision norms. How are decisions made? By consensus, by the PM, by subject matter experts? Define conflict norms. How do we disagree productively? What's acceptable and what's not? Explicit norms prevent ambiguity that leads to conflict. Virtual teams face amplified challenges at every stage. It's harder to build personal connections when you only see faces and video tiles. Communication gaps are more likely when you can't pop by someone's desk. Trust builds more slowly without in-person interaction. Virtual teams require more deliberate effort, more structured communication, more explicit norms, more intentional relationship building. Don't assume what works in person will work virtually. Let's apply this. Think of a team you're currently part of. Which Tuckman stage is the team in? Are you still politely forming, actively storming, settling into norming, truly performing? Based on that assessment, what leadership behaviors would help move the team forward? What's blocking progress to the next stage? This assessment helps you target your team leadership efforts. Let's summarize. Teams progress through predictable stages: forming, storming, norming, and performing. Storming is necessary, don't suppress it. Channel it productively toward better outcomes. Your leadership style should adapt to the stage. Directive in forming, facilitative in storming, supportive in norming, delegative in performing. Explicit norms accelerate development by reducing ambiguity. Guide your team through these stages deliberately. In our next lecture, we shift from internal teams to external partners. Vendor management requires different skills. We'll cover contracts, SLAs, and how to create leverage that ensures vendors deliver what they promise. Thank you for exploring team dynamics with me. High-performing teams don't happen by accident. They're built through deliberate leadership at each stage. I'll see you in the next lecture. Research is hard, but your tools should not be. Subthesis.com is the free alternative to expensive software. Whether you need to calculate Cronbach's alpha or organize your field notes, Subthesis has a tool for it. No paywalls and no registration required. Check the link in the description and let's dive into today's lesson.